Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
The hype is over, and here we go. Super Bowl LXV number 65 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action now. Palmer. Flushed out right. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Palmer. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Palmer on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2nd down at 4. Throwing is Palmer. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Palmer. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Palmer. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Palmer to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Palmer to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They hand it off to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Left side caught by Diggs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Palmer. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again, it's Palmer. To Boyle here over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Bucs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Palmer. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Deron Payne able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, that would complete to Hill. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They go play action, and the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Palmer looking to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Palmer now. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Throwing now. Palmer on 1st down.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Again, it's Palmer. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Palmer will throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion,
touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Forced out to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They go play action now. Palmer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this returnable for Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Palmer. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And, Charles, of course, look, it's the elephant in the room this Super Bowl week. The man on the sidelines getting another chance to win the very elusive first Lombardi trophy.
You always feel like one of these years he's going to get it done. It almost seems unfair that his career is being defined by losses in the Super Bowl when we all know how difficult it is just to get there. But let's face it, our parents told us from day one, life isn't fair, and it's really unfair in the NFL. He's got to find a way to get a win and get that off of his back and off of his shoulders. He burns to find a way for his team to win this Super Bowl title.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Now Palmer. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. George Kittle taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down and a little extra for Mostert as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Palmer. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Micah Parsons able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Coup now for the point after.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play action. It's Palmer. He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. After the interception, here's Jackson to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jackson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Montez Sweat able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 62 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Now it's Palmer. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go play action with Palmer. They still can't get him. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Now Palmer on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Palmer to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion again.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets them to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go play action with Jackson. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Jackson now. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. Rogers hit, fumble. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack on first down, Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Barkley again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play,
and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he's got a man. Complete.
Baby, it's all me.
And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And they will touch him down the knot before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he's into the end